This is sculpture is called Glacial Edge, and it's about I don't know, 13, 14 feet tall. It's actually a fountain. Now, being in Green Bay, you can only run the water half the year, and there was a pond in front of it. The building was built, it was a new building and everything, but the architect had put this reflecting pond right at the entrance, sort of a triangular shaped thing. So I decided, well, I'll put this sculpture in there. Well, there's a story connected to this because I was asked to go down to the University of Tampa for a half a semester to give they didn't do much in the way of welded sculpture at that time, and a friend of mine, you always have to have a little connections and stuff. He was the provost down there and asked me to come down if I would have time to come down and give this 9-week, half a semester kind of a workshop, working with certain students who wanted to learn about this. They had wonderful space down there. So I went down there, and then of course I was away from home, and I work on commission, although I did do pieces and stuff, but I found out that I was never without a commission, and especially these big ones. I was one of the few people that was working at that time that did big things, and so I guess I was the only one that they could come to, so that's who they came to, so it was lucky for me. But here comes this letter, and I didn't know what I was going to do when I got home. I had 2 children, and we'd moved, and had to go back to kind of start a whole new life again as far as my career went. Well, here came this letter from a friend of mine, and he had suggested to the people at Green Bay, they were building a new museum and natural history museum. It's a wonderful place. So I went back and I got this commission right away. So I was down and running, so to speak. But Green Bay is the mouth of the Fox River, and you go down there and everything like this. So, and the whole place and all of the Great Lakes, it's all glacial. The upper part of Wisconsin and all that was they even call it the Wisconsin Glacier. So this is a part of the glacier, and this is the edge of that part of that glacier. So I called it Glacial Edge, and I didn't have a budget big enough to just make a huge edge of a big glacier. So what I did, it's about 4 foot square and it goes 13 feet tall. And then I built a tube about 6 or 8 inches in diameter that goes way up to the top. And then at the top there's places where little grooves where water could come out. So I had a big reservoir at the top of this tube. The water would accumulate there, and just by its natural action would spill down along, half of the air could spill down onto this material of this brass sheet, and then it went into the water, so it was just perfect. And so that worked out pretty well, I think.